Hello everyone, welcome to Force on Genetics. In this video, we are going to study monohybrid and dihybrid cross. Let us start with monohybrid cross, the cross between parents differing in only one single given trait. It is known as monohybrid cross. So as mono indicates that mono means one, when only one trait, only when one character is considered for the cross, then it is called as monohybrid cross. So it will be more clear by this example. The cross between pea plant with purple flower, that is capital P is crossed with a pea plant with white flower small p. It produces 4 offspring in the ratio 3:1. So here you can remember one thing, that only one character, only one trait is considered, and that trait is the color of the flower. So by taking that only character, we are going to cross two parents. So one parent is purple flower and one parent is having white flowers. So if both these parents will be crossed, they will produce 4 offspring in F2 generation, and they are in the ratio 3:1. So monohybrid cross is always in the ratio 3:1. So we can get idea from this explanation. Parents here capital P, and here another parent, that is small p. Consider this is a male, this is a female. So this particular parent, it is having purple flowers and it is dominant trait, and it is homozygous, it is pure line. Another parent also a pure line, homozygous, and it is homozygous for recessive parent, and they will produce white colored flowers. So when these two pure line parents will be crossed with each other, they will produce gametes like this, and these gametes get mated, and F1 generation resulted. It is heterozygous purple color. So heterozygous means one allele is dominant and another allele is recessive. Here one thing you can note, that though both alleles are present, only one allele, that is purple colored, it is expressed, and the another allele, that is white colored small p allele, it is totally masked because of this dominant allele capital P. If selfing of this F1 generation, inbreeding of this F1 generation is carried, then what will happen? This capital P, small p, this capital P, small p. Suppose these are the male, these are the females. Now what happen? This capital P, it will form capital P, it is purple colored. This capital P and small p, it is also purple colored. It is again same, and this will be very different, that is small p, it will form white colored flowers. So you can note that this is a pure line and this is also pure line, as like their original parents, but these two are intermediates, or they are called as hybrids, but they are producing purple colored plant because of the presence of the dominant gene, that is capital P, dominant allele. So here also and here also both alleles are present, but only one is expressed, that is dominant purple, and another one is completely get masked. So in this cross, the offspring will be formed in the ratio 3:1, 3 purple, 1 white. Now we will proceed towards dihybrid cross, a cross between two different lines, genes, or we may call parents, that differ in two different traits is known as dihybrid cross. In monohybrid cross, we discussed that only one trait has been considered, but here two traits are get considered, and so that it is called as dihybrid cross. So we can get idea from this example. When a true breeding homozygous pea plant with tall and purple is crossed with other true breeding homozygous dark and white plant, the resulting F1 generation is heterozygous for tall and purple colored flowers. So here you can see that there are two parents. First parent is tall and purple colored, capital T, capital T, capital P, capital P. So here you can see there are two traits considered. It TT for height and PP for the color of the flower. So one parent is with tall and purple flower, and another parent is dark and white flowers. So this is small t, small t, small p, small p. Both parents are homozygous pure lines we are considered. The resulting F1 will be produced heterozygous for tall and purple colored flowers. So it will produce capital T, small t, capital P, small p. As capital T and capital P are dominant here, the character tallness and purple flower will only express darkness, and the white color flower it will get masked. Now if F1 generation allows to cell pollination, or F2 generation exhibit a phenotypic ratio 9:3:3:1. So unlike monohybrid cross, here 16 offspring will be formed, and all these 16 offsprings are of different 4 types. In monohybrid cross we have seen only 4 offspring were formed, and they are of 2 types, but here 16 offspring will be formed and they are of 4 types. So we can get an idea from this explanation. These two parents, capital T, capital P, capital P, and this is small t, small t, small p, small p. So these two are homozygous parent. This is no doubt dominant, this is recessive parent. So they will give rise to their gametes, capital T, small p, capital P. This is small t, small p. So these two gametes, they will give rise to the F1 offspring after their crossing. So the F1 offspring is heterozygous. You can see here one T, it has been come from this parent, that is dominant parent, and this small t, it has been come from the recessive parent. This P, it has been come from dominant parent, and this small p, it will come from this recessive parent. So here you can see there will be, this is heterozygous offspring, and unlike its parent, it is heterozygous and it contains alleles of both the parents. If such type of F1 hybrids are crossed or self pollinated with each other, what will happen? See, they will give rise to again F1 gametes. So these 4 types of gametes will be formed. So this will be from the first pair, it will crosses with the second pair. So this T, it will crosses with first P, it will gives to capital T, capital P. Then first capital T, it will crosses with small p, it will gives rise to capital T, small p. Same thing, it will small t, it will crosses with capital P, it will gives to small t, capital P, and this small t, it will again crosses with small p, it will gives to small tp. So in this way all these are the F1 gametes. So all these gametes, suppose these are gametes of male, these are gametes of female, then there will be crossing of all these. So you can cross here capital T, capital P to capital T, capital P, same capital TP to capital T small p, same capital T p to small t capital P. So in this way we have to cross all these and we can get 16 offsprings in this way. So here you can keep in mind one thing, that this particular parent, it is homozygous and this is also homozygous. So these are as like their parents, and this one and this one, so they are known as pure line, and another remaining 14 all are the intermediates of all these intermediates. So if capital T, one or two capital T is present and one or two capital P is present, it will give rise to tall purple plants. So here you can see such type of 9 tall purple plants. Then if offspring contain one or two capital T and two or both small p, then it will give rise to the plants like tall white. So here we can find 3 such plants. And in third case, if there are both small t and one or two capital P, then it will give rise to dark purple plants. So such type of 3 plants you can find here. And lastly, if any offspring it contains both small t and both small p, it will give rise to dwarf white plant. So in this way these 16 type of offsprings will be formed, which are of different 4 types, and they will show ratio 9 raised to 3 raised to 3 raised to 1. So in this 9 tall purple plant, 3 tall white, 3 dark purple and 1 dark white. So this is, in this way we have seen dihybrid cross, and before that we have seen monohybrid cross. Thank you for your attention.